Library still? Is that a city building? The one's right next to St. Paul Church on
No.
We don't own that one?
No, I don't know, as I said in the email, I mean, if they want to go out and look at what's vacant, and we can have discussions. I think one of the issues that we have is they're occupying a fairly large footprint, and most of what we have available is much smaller. So I don't know if they can consolidate and get to a smaller footprint, but it would have to be like a third.
Is there a listing of the things that they could look at without them coming over and saying, hey, we just go through? I mean, is there something that we can hand them and say, go look at these places here and see if that's
Not really, because there's not really empty buildings. There's just space that you might be able to consolidate to, but you get into a lot of challenges in terms of like accessibility and things like that. For example, there's offices available at the sportsplex. I don't think it fits. I mean, square footage wise it might, but when you look at the setup, I don't think it would work. And then when you look at accessibility, I don't think that would work. There's empty buildings in Heritage Park. I think they're way too small and just not really an option. So they would have to go out and, I guess, make the initiative to find locations, and you know, I'm willing to consider whatever is available without, you know, a significant investment. But I will say that they have been here 10 years. It has been rent-free, $10 a year, I think the contract amount was. And that was really under Wayne County when they were, you know, governing the library. So I think it's fair that they also look at other communities, because they came to Taylor from Lincoln Park. And I think the thought was, because they are a Downriver group, that they would, you know, continue to relocate, you know, after 10 years. But
I don't think they have a problem with using, you know, them being out of the library. Well, they did at the beginning, but as of talking to them on Saturday at our open house, I don't think they have a problem with the grant being used for that area there. They just feel like, there you go, where am I going to go now? And they are helping the Historical Society by taking all of our maps that we have and all of our cemeteries, and I'll talk to you about this too, all of our cemeteries, our birth records, our death records that we have in our historical building right now, and they are digitalizing those for us so that we can go in there and just boop, boop, and, you know, look up a Jones family, and here it shows up, and they're in this plot number or whatever. So they're doing that for us. I don't want them to move too far away, you know, for us to have to subsidize, you know, so.
again, if they want to, I certainly don't have the time to go find a location for them in the city, but if they want to look at options and present those options, as long as you guys are interested in considering that, I mean, I don't have any objection. But I will tell you, it will likely involve them getting really creative, because I just don't think we have the space that they need available.
I was looking at the train station, but that's way too small too, I guess. So
We looked at all those options, and you know, we just kind of ran out of options.
I sit on the library board, and I know we're very excited about having that space available. I think they do important work, but I think we can make more use of that room to benefit the entire community. So I hope it works for them. I hope they find a place, but I'm really excited that the library is going to have, you know, the additional space to better serve our community.
But I think because nobody really knew that they were there. You made the comment about, you know, they're downriver, but they're not a Taylor, and how many people actually showed up there. I don't think people really knew they were there. So by word of mouth and advertising, all that kind of stuff, which is too late now for 10 years. But yeah, so I was just curious if there was any place that you knew of, or any place that anybody in the city knew of that they could.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of, you know, went through the list of obvious locations to consider, and we kind of struck out. Again, I mean, they're in a pretty decent amount of square footage for what they do. You know, one thing they should consider is probably how can they, you know, downsize, and then look at some other options at that point in
Well,
time.
I know they have a warehouse with things in it too. I mean, they have things stored away,
Mhm.
you know, that kind of thing. So, and we will have to get in. The Historical Society has a lot of structural things inside their showcase, or not showcases, but the units that are in their couple tables and shelves and things like that belong to the Historical Society. So we'll need to get in there at least by the end of February, and then they're out.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned in the email, we don't have any record of any assets that are being held by them.
Well, that was a communication between them and us, which they said, oh yeah, those are yours, yeah, those are yours. No problem.
So maybe you know the answer, maybe you don't. You talked about them digitizing. What do they do with the products after they, you know, put it in a digital form? Do they save it,
Yes,
get
they
rid of
either
it?
save it, or if they're borrowing ours, they give them back to us.
No, like their own? I mean, is that a way that if they already put everything in a digital form, can they get rid of some of those old documents?
Maybe that's what's in the warehouse, I don't know.
Newspaper.
I just know that they were talking about, because she just came in and I handed her a 1926 map, and she looked at this plot number here, and she said, I can go in and put this into our computer, and I can have all of these names that are in there, and you can look up, somebody can come up and say, I had a great-grandfather that had land in Taylor somewhere. Well, what was his last name? You could type in his last name, it would pop up right up to where he was located at in 1926. So those are the kind of things that we don't have, any of that. I mean, this city has never kept on with the history and the records and things, so. It would be very nice to have them help us out that way.
Yeah. If you want to work with them and find options, I mean, we can certainly bring it back to this board for consideration. But again, nothing, I mean, as we went through them, nothing really stood out. So I don't know that without getting really creative that we'll end up finding a
So
location.
the old courthouse is filled up with the area, I know you're doing the projection thing or whatever, and the Veterans Museum,
Yeah,
there's
it's
something.
between the media, the veterans, and the storage for the clerk's office. It's 100% occupied and then some. Or it will be, I should say.
We're behind the house, we just built some.
Where are we at on the whole Wayne County Eureka thing?
I don't know, Wade Trim did some preliminary engineering, they were communicating with the DEQ, and I'm having lunch with Wade Trim tomorrow to get some kind of an update. I haven't heard anything. But I know that they were doing a bunch of hydraulic analysis related to Frankenpoa drain, but that's the most time-sensitive component of the improvement.
Wasn't there a time frame though that had to be, like the county had to do so much?
After permitting from the DEQ.
Okay.
There's one other thing we have. We received a request for a local governing body resolution for charitable gaming licenses from the All Saints Knights of Columbus. This is something that has to be approved by the city council, just asking that they be recognized as a nonprofit organization operating within the community to obtain a charitable gaming license. So this is coming forward in front of council, just so that they can apply for the license. Just so you guys know, is there any other items that you discussed? All right, thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.